Heaven's Gate did what they did to do their part to carry all back to the kingdom of God. All that had been carried off to the kingdom of Babylon. This is the kingdom of love and light. I am the great seer. This story is for the people of all nations. This is a story of peace and light. I want you to come to the truth of God. I have come to shatter the swords that men use. Non-followers, don't think just because we have no army that you should attack us. We can in one day arm ourselves with twice what you have. How the Bible relates to what is happening now shows its eternal wisdom. God sends me to you. Jesus sends me to you. God and Jesus are one, as I am one with them. My spirit is sending me to you. Our soul is eternal fruit. God is using me to prove His power. With joy, I lay the cross down that I have been bearing. I can rest in the joy of victory. Your hands must do the work today. It is time to build the Lord's house. This is a command to action book. If this doesn't fire up your spirit, nothing will. Except maybe the fires of the lake of fire. And you won't know that till you get there. Then it will be too late. I have gone up the mountain, and I have brought wood. I am building God's house. He is taking pleasure in it. And He is being glorified. Let the nations now rejoice. Amazing grace. This is our song of victory. You were mocking before I got here because your motives are evil. Like your fathers, you will die. And if you mock me, you will have a reservation in the lake of fire. You deliberately forget what God says so you can continue in your sinful ways. God created this world with His Word, and God can change it with His Word. If I don't see God's face when I close my eyes, I can always hear His voice by talking with Him, with my inner self, because He dwells in me. Water of life is the Spirit of God. The world and heaven were created from the Spirit of God by the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God is not physical. That is why there is a separation between His Spirit and the physical contained Spirit of ours. Everything we see is a separation from God and us, which includes not only the earth and sky, but also our flesh. God is breaking down the barrier of separation, the wall of the physical that separates us. The only thing that will separate you from God is if you can't see through the wall of fire, because you won't glorify Him. Before, we had to get through all the physical to get to God, who is above us. Earth and sky fled from His presence. There was no place for them. They are not to separate us from God any longer. I must guard this secure position. I'm breaking down the wall of the physical. Since there is no separation by the physical now, there is no sea or hell in between. Now you are either in or out, and if you don't glorify God, you are out. The wall of fire that is around us and protects us is also the edge of the lake of fire. If you live in the lake of fire now, you will stay in it when you die. If you live in the kingdom of God here, you live in the kingdom of God in heaven. God put up the wall of fire. You choose what side of it you want to be on. You must do things God's way to be in the book of life. It's called the Lamb's Book of Life while on earth because you must follow the rules set by Jesus. Yeshua is in it, which are God's laws.